move on to react to some of the top soccer headlines. And we start off, we discussed this yesterday with the, you know, uh, crossroads that PSG and Mbappe found themselves in with the 55 million euros in unpaid wages. But it's been official. The French Legal Commission has ordered Paris Saint Germain to pay Kylian Mbappe the 55 million euro in unpaid wages that he claimed that he is entitled to. The league came out saying this on Thursday. The league confirmed this decision to the AP, the Associated Press. And this was a day after Mbappe rejected a mediation offer by the commission in the dispute. PSG officials and Mbappe representatives actually did meet in Paris on Wednesday after Mbappe asked the commission to get involved. After the meeting, Mbappe representatives told the AP that the striker had actually asked the commission to take note of non-payment over the last 30 months of his salaries and the last third of loyalty bonus. And then PSG, they also discussed their intention not to pay, and they were going to take further legal action. This is what PSG said, in light of the limitations of the Commission's legal scope to take a complete decision on this matter must now be contested in another legal forum, to which Paris Saint-Germain is delighted to present all the facts over the coming months and years. The club said this in a statement. PSG, they're arguing that they don't owe Mbappe money because of an agreement that they had with Mbappe being sidelined ahead of the 23-24 season because of his decision not to extend his contract with the club. He had an option to extend it to the 2025. The player allegedly stipulated that he would relinquish bonuses if he was reintegrated into the team. As a matter of law, this is what PSG said. As a matter of law, in fact, the player has made clear repeated public and private commitments that must be respected, having been afforded unprecedented benefits by the club over 7 years in Paris. And the club looks forward to these being upheld in the proper forum. If the player seeks to pursue this incomprehensible reputational damage matter furthering in due course. Yeah, wow, yeah, that's crazy. I have to say, really, really crazy. What is going on there? Not that much going on, honestly. With international windows closing off yesterday, now we're kind of on the break with people going back into Mikel Arteta did sign an extension. We did discuss that. Fofana, he discussed how Chelsea players were able to sort out the Enzo Fernandez issue with the racist chants at a Copa America. Fofana said it was sorted out in a very good way. He came back and we had a discussion with the club, with the manager. We had a meeting. We explained why we took it badly because it was important for him to understand why it wasn't a good thing for him to do and why we took it badly. We explained it to him. We understood in his speech that he didn't understand that it could have hurt us. He didn't understand that it was something serious. The best thing to do is to educate him, to make him understand that certain things in certain countries that are perhaps acceptable in that country, but that in others it is very serious and that is punishable by the law. I think he understood, and now we move forward. We are a team and he is a great player. He is an example, so I hope that I will be an example in the right way for everybody. And not only did he come back to Chelsea, but he went on to become the club captain somehow, despite this incident. And clearly he's earned the respect back from the players when you receive from Fofana saying, he's a leader and I hope to be like him. He's clearly it up. Came back really good. Barcelona, they actually want to host the Finalissima with the renovated Camp Nou. was Lionel Messi taking on Lamine Yamal. Argentina take on Spain. It's a dream. Messi being back at Camp Nou, taking on the Spanish national team, playing in their home country. Messi versus Yamal. Spain and Argentina are going to meet in the finalissima after the both nations won their continental competitions this past summer, with Spain winning the European Championship and Argentina defeating Colombia in the Copa America final. But I do have to say, with that being at Camp Nou, okay, yeah, that would be great. The new Camp Nou, and it'll be filled. It'll be probably, one of the first few games that's been completely filled at Camp Nou since they expanded to, it's going to be about 105,000 people, which is ridiculous. But I'm not a fan of the Finalissima being in Europe again. The last Finalissima was at Wembley Stadium. In my opinion, if you want to make this something, if you want to make this fair, Finalissima, the next Finalissima should be hosted in Conambol, in a country in Conambol, whether it is, in Brazil. It doesn't have to be necessarily in Argentina, because when Spain took on Italy, it was in Wembley. It could be I don't know if Maracanã is much in hosting shape nowadays, but it could be Maracanã. It could be the Sao Paulo Stadium, somewhere in Brazil, somewhere maybe in, Uruguay, Colombia, I don't know, Paraguay, something like that. But in my opinion, for Finalissima, it should be, one time in UEFA, one time in Conambol. Or, maybe because America did host the Copa America this season, we could include, the CONCACAF part of Conambol just for this time around, and potentially have it in, America, and which I don't know if Conambol, is going to be a big fan of that, with the issues that America had hosting the Copa America. So maybe we should take America off the list. But in my opinion, I don't think UEFA should host the Finalissima 2 times in a row. That's just not fair. We need to respect the beauty of Conambol, the beauty of the footballing culture there, the passion of the fans there, and the atmosphere that can be produced in a Conambol stadium. And we want to see these European teams go to play in South America, see try to play in those difficult atmospheres, and see how the European players will fare in that sort of atmosphere. It'd be very, very interesting to see. So for me, I'd have to say I'd prefer the Finalissima to be hosted in Conambol this season. It's only fair. But yeah, that's the end of the show. Thank you guys for tuning into the GSMC Soccer Podcast presented by the GSMC Sports Network. Your support means a lot to us, so please remember to subscribe to the show and leave a positive review. It really does make a difference. We also invite you to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram for more content updates. Thank you once again, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be